What's up, New Gunner? Today we're going to be talking about what smoker should you buy. Now, when I first started getting into smoking meat, I Googled the crap out of this, and I feel like I never could find the perfect answer. So let's not waste any more time and dive in. So you're looking to get into smoking and you're wanting to know what smoker you should buy. Well, the honest truth is I'm not going to tell you which one to buy at all. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys some of the main smoking people out there that smoke meat and that have smokers. And I'm going to show you some different options that you can go with and my own personal opinion at the end. So let's dive into this. I'm going to share my screen. So one of the first ones you're going to hear tons about is Traeger grills. Now, in my opinion, Traeger grills, they're kind of like the bougie smoker kind of grill. Like, you're going to spend way more money on a Traeger and you can get all those bells and whistles elsewhere as well. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, if we dive into the Timberline series, they are like their freaking Ferrari of grill, as you can see here. It's a really nice grill. It's got all these cool bougie features that can do all these cool fancy dancy things. But you're going to watch how much you're going to have to pay for this thing. $3,800 for a grill. Post in the comments below if you think that is worth it. I personally would not pay that much for a grill. 3,800 bones for a smoker. Now, yes, you can get into some of these other series like their Pro series. Where's our see price button? Like, don't get me wrong, like they're good looking grills, but like, you know, you're going to pay $900 for this grill. It's feasible. Like, as far as the price range goes, it's competitive is probably the right term I'm looking for. And it's going to do all the things you want, connect to your phone and all those cool things, right? But it's an investment, $900 to $1,000 depending on which one you get. That's kind of like their entry level. Also, it's not going to be double plated steel, so the build of it's going to be a lot thinner. That's why the Timberline's so expensive. But yeah, that's just kind of Traeger, right? We're giving Traeger a little shout out here. There's their grills. They're kind of the bougie grill of pellet grills, in my opinion. Then you have Camp Chef. So Camp Chef, you know, you're going to get the same. It just looks different, in my opinion. Like, and yes, it's going to be a different size. So if we compared that to the Pro Series, like as far as pricing goes, it's like pretty competitive. So their 24-inch one is $899, and their 20, they did theirs in square feet. I'm not a mathematician here, but let's just say they're about the same, right? So you're going to spend just as much for Camp Chef. But everyone I feel like I talk to is always like, oh, you got to get a Traeger. You got to get a Traeger. Whatever. Next thing, you're going to hear a lot about green egg. People say green eggs are dope. That one's $2,200 and it looks like a freaking garbage can. But, I mean, they smoke meat. People like them. And people say they swear by them, right? But that's green eggs. You're going to hear about green eggs. Another one you're going to hear about is Pit Boss, right? So Pit Boss, you know, some of these grills you're going to see as well. Like, so this is their 850, which is probably going to be comparable to this 780. It's a little bit cheaper. Even it's about the same. Whatever. It's about the same. But then you have like this one over here. You know, you're starting to get a little cheaper. You can get these at Walmart as well. I know that for a fact. So Pit Boss, again, this is where Pit Boss came in. Then I had my brother-in-law tell me that you should get a Gorilla Grill. So I have the Chimp. And I don't have this one because this one's the newer one. It has Wi-Fi and all those cool things, right? So after all said and done, you're like, well, what grill should I buy? And in my own opinion, like, all of these grills are great. No matter what. They're great grills. They smoke meat. In my opinion, if you're just getting started, come over to Facebook Marketplace and go buy a used one, because the thing is, when you start cooking with this thing, these things get dirty. Like, after your first cook, there's ash all on the bottom. Like, they get dirty. Your meat was sweating and dropping its grease everywhere, and they get messy. So what I would recommend, if you're looking to get into this and you want to try it out, I personally would just go get a used one off of Facebook Marketplace and go from there and figure out, if this is a good fit. Because it seems like a lot of people get into this and they turn and sell them. They don't like doing it because they never figured out how to smoke meat right or something. I don't know. So for example, like, you have this Camp Chef here, $350. This old Traeger that's beat to crap, you could probably offer the guy $150. So, like I said, in my opinion, if it were me, I would get on Facebook Marketplace if you're looking to get into this, and just go buy a cheaper smoker and start smoking. Now, the reason why I also do say this is because I believe that smoke is smoke. Smoke smells like smoke. If you buy Traeger pellets, Camp Chef pellets, whatever pellets, they make smoke and they're seasoned to that flavor. Now, I'm not a smoking Nazi by no means, but in my own opinion, like, it just makes smoke and it tastes very similar. Most people aren't going to be able to tell a difference if that came from a Traeger or if that came from a Chimp or if that came from whatever. So the reality is, if you're getting into smoking for the first time and you're looking to buy a nice grill, what you're getting is bells and whistles. You're getting the Wi-Fis. You're getting all of these things. But there's other options out there that you don't like, that can connect. You can buy devices that will connect to your Wi-Fi so you can monitor the temperature of your meat and things like that. So, like, if I was recommending to somebody that's wanting to get in, it's the very first time, I would just get on Facebook Marketplace, find a smoker, lowball somebody, and get a smoker on your back porch and start smoking. And then once you get into it, then yeah, you can figure out more so what smoker you want. If you want to go with Traeger, if you want to go with Camp Chef, whatever it is, that's just my opinion. So, but if there's other grills out there as well that you guys are like, whoa, Taylor, you didn't talk about this one, post in the comments below as well. Like, I'd like to check out other smokers that are out there, that potentially when I get a new one, I can look into some other companies as well, besides all of your big box stores is what I'm going to call them. But I will say, like, I am satisfied with my Chimp. It's double plated steel and things like that. So potentially I could go with Gorilla Grills again if I get a new smoker. So hopefully that helps you out as far as figuring out what smoker you should get for the very first time. If you guys have any questions, again, post those in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're wanting more content like this. I'm going to be creating tons of content around hobbies that I like and things that I'm learning along the way. So other than that, guys, hopefully you have a marvelous day, evening, night, whatever it might be, and peace.